Firstly, if you could give us a short introduction about yourself, about the co-founders, and why you thought that this is a segment that LabCafe needs to enter into, that is the edtech industry and production and supply of lab furniture and lab equipment, and what you thought the industry was lacking, which LabCafe thought could fulfill in this space.
So okay, I'll try to be as much honest as I can be. So I don't think we have planned this way. I don't
Okay.
think we have planned that we'll get into ed tech and all. We only plan to start something of our own. That was the beginning of it.
Okay.
So I'll tell you how we did it. And there's a common link between Aniket and me, that we both are from NIT Durgapur.
Yes.
We graduated from like our batch was 7 to 11. So in 2011, we joined JSL, Jindal Stainless Limited. It's a stainless steel limited plant in Odisha.
Yes.
So till 3.5 years, we were working together, and Aniket was specifically working for a R&D lab in Odisha. I was working for operation department in a different stream, but in the same plant. So after I remember once after finishing our work, we were sitting and Aniket was discussing with me that how difficult it is for him to buy a lab equipment that he need in his laboratory. Or he was criticizing the purchase team of Jindal also, that they are not able to procure this simple item, though it's available everywhere on the internet. Then he said, "Okay, after few that day discussion was over, and after few days he said, "Okay, yaar, I'm again facing all those things.
Yeah.
Can we start a business out of it? So
Okay.
can we do something related to that?"
Okay.
Then I was thinking of doing something of my own. Not I was not determined, or I was not thinking to get into that tech segment at all. But I was
Yeah.
thinking to do something of my own. Then Aniket told me that this is the issue. Can we do something? Can we start something? Then I immediately said yes. And after I think a week or so, we started finalizing name and all, looking for exact strategic location where we should register our company and all. Because the nearest metro was Kolkata, so we decided to go back to Kolkata.
Yeah.
And we have our graduation from also there, so that was a soft link that we already have. So,
Okay.
but at that time, we thought that we'll create a portal where we supply lab equipment to the industries, or sell lab
Yes.
equipment to the industries.
Yes.
Immediately after starting this, we realized that people who are there in the market, they are not stupid. So they are not supplying this to industries, because industries were not paying them enough money,
Okay.
and at the
Okay.
right time also. So the bad thing for us was that we started something, and immediately after starting, we realized that we also don't have money, so we can't work in that. The good thing was that we started something, rather than deep dive, doing a more of deep diving and all. We started
Hmm.
something. We left our job. Then so we were in the river. There was nowhere to go. We have to swim. So we thought that, okay, if we have to supply lab equipment, where else we can supply? From
Yes.
there it started that, okay, we can supply lab equipment to the schools rather than factories or industries. So
Yes.
we started this with schools. So this is how we started.
Okay. So as you said, you first identified roadblocks in the supply chain, which involved communication between vendors and sellers and people who are buying the product. So
Buying the product. Yeah.
this is the first major roadblock that you faced, that
Hmm.
Lab Cafe aimed to solve, and then you diversified into other portfolios. So
Yes.
if you can tell us a little bit about what verticals are there which Lab Cafe is offering, and how it is solving these problems currently, because it has been 10 plus years of your journey at this company, I feel.
Okay. So now, the exact problem that you have mentioned, that we are so we have changed our client. So we are not serving industries anymore. Our major client is now schools, colleges, and we are trying to switch to pharma industries, because there are two different ways altogether, the way you cater an industry and the way you cater a small, like small community like school or colleges and all. I think the problem you asked for is one vendor platform is solving right now. They are making a bridge
Yeah,
between industries
yeah,
and suppliers. Okay, so
yes,
now we are supplier for them. We are not that bridge anymore that your company is right now.
yes.
So what we have done is that so we thought that we'll be the bridge, we'll be the marketplace. But once we started our business in initial few, as I already told, in initial few months only, we have decided that we can't be this bridge
Hmm.
between industries and people. We would like to be on the supplier end, and we will take care that, or we will work on issues how like we were make our own supply chain and supply to the interact with the customer directly. Will not be dependent on any third party. So
Okay,
we started manufacturing, like sourcing things and supplying to them directly, not supplying like even marketing ourselves
okay,
through online platforms and all.
understood.
So I don't think we have used any third party for in like be a bridge between us and the buyer.
Okay, yes, sir. So, how has your experience been with One VP so far as the bridge is concerned? Because now you're on the supplier end, and One
Now
VP is helping
see,
you.
this was the problem we have addressed 10 years ago, but we couldn't
Okay,
do something for that because we didn't have money.
okay,
We were a bootstrap company, and
yeah,
maybe we were not matured enough also. But this is a significant problem that like people in industries who are like people like us who have worked for industries, they know this is the problem.
yes,
They know that there can be something done about this problem, but we
yes,
were not the right people maybe to do this. If one vendor platform is doing it, so certainly there is a problem. So if there is a
okay,
problem, there can be a solution. So I think they are doing good job.
okay,
We have
thank you.
also supplied to few of few like as told you earlier that we were not able to crack the industries through one
Yeah,
vendor platform. We have supplied to like not many clients, but we have supplied to 2 or 3 clients. So yes, the there's a certain thing that we were not able to do. Now with
hmm.
the help of a platform, we are able to do that. So I think it's working well.
Thank you. So, thank you for the positive words of motivation. So, we would like to know a little bit about how you people transferred your energy from sourcing from other suppliers and selling to schools and colleges to having your own manufacturing facility. So, I feel a few years back, Lab Cafe started its own manufacturing facility in Howrah, or in which
Yes.
you were very directly involved.
Hmm.
So, to set up a manufacturing facility in India, a lot of permissions and licenses that are required, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears is involved in setting
Okay.
up your own plant and switching from just buying the product and supplying to maintaining your own quality standards. So, how has it helped you? Has it helped you improve the quality standards at Lab Cafe? Has it improved the reliability factor on part of the company? If you would like to highlight a few things on that.
Certainly. So even when we were like supplying it through different fabricators and all, at that time also the end goal was to start our own manufacturing, because like when you are supplying product to a customer, right? They are not a one-time buyer. A one good business will give you 10 more businesses. That's our philosophy.
Yeah.
So if you have to if you want the customer to like to give a good feedback about you, or
Yes.
or else you can say, if you want your customer to do like marketing for yourself, then you have to supply them good products. You have to fulfill your commitments, and to achieve that thing, you have to have a good hold on what you are producing, right?
Yes.
And how you
Yes.
are like doing the installment at their site and all. So all
Absolutely.
the again time is again an important factor to that. Pricing is another factor. So until unless you manufacture your product, uh, you can do all other possible things to achieve the target goal. but I don't think it's 100% possible until unless you have a good command of the manufacturing. This was number one. Number two, so whatever your learnings, say we were in that segment for 3-4 years. So there are so many small learnings that you get in the form of feedback from the clients. Okay. But you are passing all those learnings to your fabricator, right? The people who are fabricating to you, that's it. Now,
Yes,
at any good time, they can supply it to any other person like you and pass on all your learnings that you are getting will like yeah, to get them you are putting so much hard work into it, and they'll pass on all your learnings to the someone else whomsoever approach them, if okay, right? So the other good reason for having the our own manufacturing was so that we can keep our R&D to us and do it rigorously also, which is
I see.
not feasible with the third-party manufacturing.
I see. So it has been a very fruitful journey from,
Yes, because it's so fruitful, answering to your question, because it's so fruitful, so you don't feel the pain.
I can
You don't feel
understand.
the pain. Like
I can
if you're
understand.
getting good customer, if you're making money out of it, you'll not feel the pain. So it was no, I would not say it was very painful. It was very easy because we were into the market. We know what our product is. So setting up our own manufacturing was it was not painful, I would say. It was a good learning experience for us.
Surely, surely, positively. Okay, so I would like to talk a little bit about the products that Lab Cafe offers. You're known for the lab package model, that is
Right.
individual lab packages which have multiple products bundled into one, which helps the customer get attractive discounts on as opposed to buying individual loose models. And you also have the
Hmm.
lab in a box for physics, chemistry, and
Yes.
biology. So if you could explain what these products are and what the benefits are for schools and why they should adopt these learning measures.
Okay. So I'll tell you a few things about the lab equipment business before answering your question.
Sure,
So
sure.
lab equipment, I would now I'm like diverging it to lab equipment only discussion. So lab equipment, like industry in India is a cottage industry more or less, or small scale industry. So there are no big industries who are manufacturing all the equipments. Okay. So when we get into the business, what we did is that, so we were getting an inquiry from school. Now say if there is an experiment in physics and am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay. So say if there is an experiment in physics which needs 10 equipments. So when we started our business, say now out of this 10, you got an inquiry from 5 equipments. So we used to supply it with our best knowledge, with the best product that we were able to source out of the market. So we have done our best. Now when the customer was using this 5 products with the existing 5 products he has to conduct the experiment, either he was not able to conduct it 100%, or in cases where he was able to perform it, he was not happy with the results. Okay. So the ultimate feedback for us was your products are not like people were mostly not happy, or maybe they were somehow managing with the product that we have supplied.
Yes,
So we find out that actual issue is with not with the 5 products that we have supplied. The actual issue is compatibility of the 5 equipment that we have supplied and 5 equipment that they already have to do an experiment where all 10 are needed. Okay.
I see.
So to come out of this, we thought of supplying our lab equipments in packages, experiment wise and lab wise, so that if someone is buying from us, we will push them to buy a complete lab setup, or maybe if even if we buy like not going for the complete lab setup, then he should buy us uh, instead of picking random equipment, he should pick experiments. Okay, I want to conduct 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 experiments. We will supply all the equipments so that when we supply, all this equipment should be compatible with each other, and uh, And in future also, if client wants to buy, maybe to replenish the stock only, to say in future, like after 1 or 2 years, he wants to buy 2 more equipments, which he has broken in the lab. So now when we supply these 2 equipments, they should be compatible with 8 that we have supplied earlier. So the whole issue was compatibility. Because these products come out of, as I told you, this industry is all an like small scale industry, cottage industry. So there are not, at least when we started buying, there was not much of standardization of products also. So these 2 things we have done at our end. We have a good sourcing office in Ambala. We are getting our product manufactured there through cottage industry with very detailed standardized specifications according to our standards, and making sure that whatever equipment we supply in an experiment, they should be all compatible with each other.
I see. So you have essentially
That
turned an unorganized sector and set quality in that particular sector so that the
particular sector.
consumers.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
that is
because
great.
there were many components in the business, like in the lab. So Shivashish, have you seen our lab in a box?
Yes, I have.
Again,
I
you have
have.
seen. Okay, so it's a small box. Say dimensions are 50 centimeter in length, 30 width, 30 breadth. I'm just giving you an idea that it's a
Compact.
you can put that box in your lab only, and it consists of almost 60-65 products, and one can perform 70 to 75 experiments in laboratory under class 10th with our lab in a box.
Yes.
So whole idea of, for producing a lab in a box is that you take the lab, so lab to your classroom. It's not uh, one should not exactly relate it to the laboratory, but it's a worktop learning material only. You must have also seen a few videos on the internet where a professor of physics is teaching a concept related to the pendulum in the class,
Uh,
and a whole big setup of pendulum is there in the class only, right?
yes.
So I don't think we have that much of budget in India in schools, right? So, but still, the whole concept is that you should have a small model which you use while you are teaching the concept theoretically in the class, so that student can relate theory to the practical in the class itself. So this was the
Understood.
like idea behind designing it. It's a small box, as I already told you. It's very economical also, I would say. And one more thing, why we thought that this is very important is, if you guys are from, I don't know from which, you must, like, you are from a science background, like
Yes. Yes.
both of you.
Both of us are
Yes,
from science
engineering.
background.
You must have felt now, or maybe at least I have felt this, when you jump from class 10th to 11th or 12th class, you suddenly feel that syllabus is very vast, and tuition is now a mandatory thing. You can't skip it. Like
Yes, sir.
okay, like suddenly the difficulty level like goes up. It shoots up, difficulty level,
Skyrockets.
right?
Yes.
So my philosophy on this is that we feel so because we are not taught well in class, like in class 6, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. We don't like, we are taught science theoretically, but we have not understood it. Now because we have to clear few tough exams to get into good colleges, there you can't skip it. So again, one feel that okay, like now difficulty level is pretty high. But the thing is, what I feel is that we were not taught good enough. So all this lab in a box and related things, which where you can take a lab, like small lab to your class, I think in long terms they would solve that purpose also.
So they are effectively solving the problem that Indian schools have had for a very long time. That is the lack of hands-on learning for students,
Hands-on learning, right?
and
Exactly.
at an affordable budget, that too, without having to set up a full-scale
That
lab.
comes, I would say, secondary. That comes secondary.
So would you
That
say
comes
that the
secondary.
product targets under-resourced schools, or Like, does it target government schools more? Who is it more beneficial for?
See, our philosophy is that this product you can take to your lab, or take to your classroom, teach your students. They can learn theory with practical, and like it would help them to like sustain a good amount of or keep the good amount of theory in their mind. Right? Another outcome of that product is because we have to push it to the classroom, so it is very small. Because it's small, it's very compatible and it's very economical. Now there's another advantage to this product is that, see, this product is not a replacement of a full laboratory. So,
Yes.
but unfortunately, the government, there are thousands and thousands of government schools which they don't have laboratory.
Yes.
So until unless they have a good laboratory, at least they can have a lab in a box in their
Yes.
classes. So, the you got my point, no?
Yes. Yes. So
Yes.
it does
So
serve government schools.
idea is not that it's very affordable and it's for affordable like people are who are going through economic crisis only can buy
Yeah.
it or should only buy it. It's for everybody, but the people with crisis have few more advantages buying this
Have more to
product.
benefit from the product.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I understand. So, I have heard that LabCafe offers virtual reality layouts and DPRs, detailed project reports, and this works on a freemium model. Like, you provide that for free, and then if the customer decides to proceed with the product, you then go ahead with a paid model where they pay for the furniture and in the installation. But the DPR has a lot of information, like you're providing the entire costing structure, how the lab is going to be set up, and they can go ahead and decide to make the deal with a different company which is offering the same services. So,
Mhm.
how does that model work, and what would you say sort of attracts customers to stay with you after you have offered them the DPR for free, and they
Mhm.
still choose to work with you and not somebody else?
So see, I don't see an option skipping it. What options do I have? I don't have any option. Like I'm not left with many options. So we have chosen that we will only focus on providing the right information to the client, and we'll focus on more of the conversion ratio rather than the people who are not buying it from us. See, uh, design can only tell you what to do, like what to achieve. How to achieve is again a different game now. What to
Yes.
do is everybody knows what to do. I know uh, while I was doing my BTech, I know that what to do. I know I want to get an MBA, like get into a good MBA college. But how to do that is more important. Nah? Was
Yes.
I like able to do that? No. So so the designs and all those things, costing, etc., they tell you what to do. First of all, how to do is very important, right?
Yes.
So for this, now again, this is on the client. If you ask me, are people doing this like by taking quotation from us and getting it locally manufactured? Yes, many are doing, but
Okay.
I can't I have to focus on people who are buying from us. People are free to float inquiries. We have to reply them.
Yeah.
So I can't run behind people who have taken an inquiry from me and not buying from me. So I have to focus more on the conversion part of it. Number one. Number two, when say when we started it, now like in I think in recent 2 or 3 years it has happened that people are buying things from random websites or maybe small websites. Otherwise, people were only trusting big players, Amazon, etc., etc.
Hmm.
Now people are like scrolling through all the website and buying even from the uh, like people who are not very famous. When we started this, okay, now uh, we are like approaching schools. They are not approaching us. Okay, we are approaching them. So as soon as we approach them, if they ask, okay, you give us the quotation, and if we tell them, and more importantly, we were an online business. So and as soon as they approach us now, we'll tell them, okay, we'll give you the quotation, but we need money for that. I'm 100% sure they would taken that as a scam instead of trusting us. So it depends also. So if you have a business model where you nowadays people are burning a lot of money on their brands and all. People are becoming famous first, then they are setting up their factory and all. So in that case, if you have that leverage, you should charge for the quotation also. But at our like in my situation, uh, I don't have that opportunity. I was not fortunate enough, I would say. We started like that because there were not inbound leads.
Hmm.
Now I think that this is not a pain point also, because anyhow people are, even if they pay you 2000 rupee for quotation, uh, for sake of saving that 2000, they'll not buy 10 lakh rupees of furniture from you. They will do their R&D, they will do their research. They will only buy from you if they find it worthy. Yeah.
Can understand. So it has helped you
Mhm.
build a lot of trust among the
Trust,
consumer
yes,
base.
yes, yes, yes,
That
yes.
is great. So that is great to know.
Yeah, so sir, my next question is, what would you recommend or what key lessons would you give for startups that are looking into the Make in India movement? Do you have any advice as to how a new startup could explore the MSME landscape?
See, I'm I don't think I don't know if I'm a right person to answer this question, but I can tell you what I have learned from my company only,
Sure.
like no other learning. From my company, what I have learned is if I consider myself, if I like consider myself to be successful on the basis, then I can give you few points. Number one, go for niche segment if you're going into manufacturing. Rather, so as we have picked school laboratory furniture rather than picking the whole like school furniture. If you get into a niche segment, within very less time you'll get to know what are the shortcoming of the business, what are the things that people are not doing, what are the things that customers are not getting in this particular segment. So for MSME or to startups, I would say uh, go niche. And then I would say be cautious about their money. Don't burn your money. We have not burn our money also. So I don't know if people are funded for a bootstrap company like us. Like burning money is a big no. So one should, even if they, I would say, even if they are funded, they should not burn money blindly. They should focus on profit also. Not nowadays, like people are more concerned about growth only. But I don't think it's a good thing to do in long term. So go niche, be cautious about your money, and 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 adapt technology, whatever new things are coming. So say like 2 years ago, uh, we were keeping people for this digital media article writing and all. Now you can get it done with Chat GPT. If I don't do it with Chat GPT, I have to hire people for that. So, and this is an example only. So you have to use technology, be adaptive to new things coming, even the selling platforms and all. Say Gem, India Mart, these things are they play a big role. So I think this is it. I've told you how many points? Three:
Yeah.
niche, costing, and this thing. There could be many
Adaptive.
learning. These are the three learnings that I have learned through my journey. So there can be like
Okay,
many
so.
advices. Yeah.
So I think that's all we have. Shivashish, do you have any other question?
No, that's all. Thank you for answering our questions. This has been a very insightful session.